I remember it like it was yesterday. The video rental store. In the late 80s and early 90s, if you missed something in theaters, this was the place to go to get caught up. And almost every town had one. Inside, they always had something you hadn't seen before, an edgy independent movie, the latest Hollywood blockbuster, and whatever they had in that room behind the little curtain they wouldn't let you go into until you were older. So you'd grab your empty cardboard box that you thought would be good to see, and swap it for a clear plastic case with a tape inside, and you'd be on your way. Today we now enjoy the convenience of downloading and streaming anything we want to see and don't even have to leave the house. And you never have to rewind anything. It's a good thing. But I'll definitely miss the visceral atmosphere of the video rental store. At least until the dementia kicks in. Hey YouTube, this is Andrew here, and today I'm going old school and looking at some VHS rental clamshell cases as a way to sort and store your building bricks. So I had a few of these laying around the house, and I thought, you know what, these might be great to put Legos into. I just need to get some more of them, so I went around town. I hit up a thrift store and a flea market, and even though these things are 20 years old, you can still find them if you know where to look. Now, most people are familiar with these, but if you're younger, you may not know exactly what these were used for. This was for the video store to put their product into, protect them from being dropped, the weather, dust, and overall just keep them organized behind the counter. Most rental stores would buy a movie and then they would take the original case that it came in, put it up on the shelf, and then take the actual VHS and put it in one of these plastic cases and put it behind the counter. And then when you came in and found the movie that you wanted to see, you'd hand them the empty box and then they would hand you back the plastic case with the movie inside. These are made from a really tough and durable plastic that really you can put just about anything in these that would fit in there, not just Legos or VHS tapes, but really you can use these for a lot of different uses. They have these things in here kind of help hold the VHS in the case until you're ready to take it out. I'll show you how to take those off a little bit later. But first I want to show you how to modify these a little bit so that they can hold things better. The VHS are just one item, and if you have multiple items in this, you might want to fix the back of them so that stuff doesn't spill out. You'll need a glue gun, and I'll show you, you see how in the back of the case you have this gap here. When you open it up, I'll show you how to seal it up, make it more into like a box or a tray. You can use super glue if you want to for this step. I prefer the hot glue gun because if you make a mistake, you can peel the glue away. It does bond to the plastic well, but if you don't like the way it turned out, you can peel the glue away and do as many times as you need to until you get it the way that you want it. So take the case, and you can do this with the case open or closed. Just make sure that you put the glue in the right areas. You want to start at the back where it hinges, and then you want to hold it in the box position or tray position and let the glue cool, and then you can apply more glue if you need to. And then you want to repeat the step at the other end, applying as much glue as you think that it needs. So this step in gluing the back of these isn't a necessity. You don't have to do this. You can go immediately into putting stuff in there and closing them up. You don't have to do this. This is just a way to, if you're going to be storing really small things, you might want to glue the back of them. You don't have to do that. It's just a way to keep things in the box until you're ready to take them out of it. You can see here we got the edges of it glued good, and it doesn't stick out too bad. It kind of matches a little bit with the case itself, so it doesn't look like it's been modified much. So that's basically all you need to do to fix the existing case. Takes just a few minutes, and now you have something that is going to hold up under most circumstances pretty well, and you're maybe saving a little bit of cleanup time later on by not having to pick up anything that spills out the back. There is one other method I want to show you just real quickly, and it is the same principle as the glue, but instead of glue you're going to be using tape. Now you can use whatever tape that you want to use, masking tape. I prefer the clear tape, that way you can still see what's inside the box even when it's in storage. Now if you're using masking tape and you're sorting by color, you can pick out a color that is close to what's inside and wrap it around. I use the clear tape just so I can still see what's inside. You just want to apply the tape around the perimeter of the case. Probably about 2 or 3 times is going to be sufficient, and it's going to get the same result as the glue, and it might even be quicker than the glue as far as getting it done, and it works about the same. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about what you can put in these, and this is a 2x4 brick, and this will hold about 75 of these without any trouble. And the only downside is you can't put them in just any way. You're going to have to lay them down flat or on their side. So it's kind of limited on what you can put in there. Most things are going to have to be this size or smaller. Okay, here we have 2 different variations on the rental case. This one on the left is more of the standard configuration, and this one here is more special, as it opens from the side and from the top. Now ideally I would want just the ones on the right. You don't have to do anything to them to make them better, and would be more suitable for what I'm using them for. So I'm going to show you how to take these things off real quick, and you'll need a little hand saw. Okay, first up you want to just take the handsaw and scar up the base of the raised plastic piece, and then once you've done that, you'll want to saw down the middle of the raised plastic piece. And you want to saw down until it's nearly flush with the lid. Once you get it as close as you can without damaging the lid, then you will take a pair of pliers and then just pry on it very gently, and it should break loose without much more effort. Again, this is not a step that is particularly necessary. It's only going to give you room for maybe 1 or 2 more pieces inside the case. So if you want to leave them on there, it's really not going to be a big deal. The only thing is you're going to have to plan more on where things are going to go and what will still fit inside. Okay, once the raised plastic piece has been removed with the pliers, it often leaves a jagged edge or a rough edge, and you can trim this down with a sharp knife. You just take your knife and kind of shave down as far as you can until it's flush with the lid. Once the raised plastic pieces have been removed, you can now see that where they used to be is pretty much flush with the lid. This is going to allow for a few more bricks to fit in there, and they're also not going to bunch up or bulge on the case any, and that's going to help keep things looking neat when you're storing them. It's a step that you don't necessarily have to do, but you can do it if you now know how to do it. Ideally, I'd try to find ones that don't have those, so you don't spend any time having to modify them in any way. Okay, here we have all of my green plates in one case. You can see that you can fit quite a few in here, and that's because they're thinner than the bricks. And this is more of why I wanted to use these, is I wanted to separate out bricks and plates and all this different pieces. That way, when I'm looking for plates, I don't have to dig through bricks, and when I'm looking for bricks, I don't have to dig through plates. These can hold a pretty good variety of sizes and shapes. Another thing that I wanted to show you is that sometimes it can be confusing which side of this is the lid and which side of this is the tray or box. And I want to show you just a real simple way to distinguish one from the other. You can take you a marker or a piece of tape or something and just kind of run it along the edge. Try not to mark all over the case, but just having like a quick visual aid on which is the lid and which is the tray. This can save you a little bit of time and might even save you from spilling stuff everywhere, and it doesn't take long to do. Okay, here we have a bunch of cases here, and they all have different colored plates and bricks. And if you was to put this up on a shelf, you could easily find what you need at a glance and not really have to waste any time looking for what you need. I'm really glad I decided to get some of these. I think these are a great way to store some stuff and get organized and hopefully make things easier to find in the future. These things are so cheap, people are practically giving them away. Using something old in a new way. Seeing the contents can save time, especially when they're clear. A thick protective layer of plastic ensures that nothing inside will be damaged. In a closet, on a shelf, or in a drawer, things look orderly. Being nearly 20 years old, they can be hard to find. Getting all your bricks in may take multiple cases. These can be a bit of a chore to open. Not all clamshells are created equal. Okay, that is the VHS rental clamshell case. Can't really think of anything else to add to this video. Finding a way to repurpose something old and using it in a new way is always good. These things are often overlooked as something that is completely useless and obsolete. Alright, that's all I've got. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Be sure and like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Andrew.